How do you feel about the game?
Absolutely shit, if I'm completely honest.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Arsenal bottling the Premier League.
And I can't wait for the end of the season to come and to see you crying on the podcast. Honestly, I want nothing more than for you to be crying on the podcast.
Got Chelsea.
Cheers.
What are you saying now, son?
Hello guys and welcome back to the Mongrelz podcast. Today we got a special episode starring some sports.
Every episode's special here, Dom. We know that.
Yeah, to be
we
fair,
got some sports, we got some hot stuff, and we got Gary with a trim.
And that's not the hot stuff we're talking about. Because we've actually got some hot stuff we might be testing on this podcast. We'll see. It might be this one, next one.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, he took the words out of my mouth. We have definitely got some hot stuff, and I'm not looking forward to it. So,
Yeah.
you lot should be.
But yeah, let's get straight into it. You know what I'm looking forward to? Arsenal bottling the Premier League.
I'll pass this one over to Dom.
You know, you might eat your words, bro. I've got to be honest with you. But yeah, we have bowled it, to be fair.
So this is the Sunday. It's the Saturday. It's a Saturday. Arsenal played Southampton yesterday in I would say, a spectacular game of end-to-end football and hilarious moments. But yeah, I think Southampton, bottom of the league. But like you were saying to me before, Arsenal's bogey team for many a year.
Away, yeah.
Away. I mean, at home yesterday, but yeah, away. Really,
we still haven't lost. To be fair,
really,
yeah.
basically. But they pulled out a real performance against the supposed favourites for the title.
Because of that fucking Wally Walcott, bro. He's a nightmare.
No, but you know what? Yeah, it's not just Walcott's fault. Yeah, what I would say is, I remember Dom. You were telling me about De Gea before the game, and Dom was going on at me. Oh, De Gea's terrible. De Gea can't play out from the back. Oh, we hate De Gea. Oh, talking all this shit about De Gea. And Karma hit Dom like a fucking brick wall as soon as the ball got kicked off. Shout out to Ramsdale, bruv. Ramsdale giving up the title for honestly, the first minute and a half of the game. We love to see it, man. We love to see it. Ramsdale, bruv. Kingsmill goalkeeping, bruv.
Big difference, though. Big difference. We go, 3-1 down and come back 3-3. De Gea messes up. And you just get absolutely obliterated and completely out of the best sort of cup you would have.
But let's stick on Arsenal though. Go on. What do you feel about the game?
Absolutely shit, if I'm completely honest.
It was a thrilling game though.
A thrilling game that shouldn't have been a thrilling game. It should have just been a straight win. It should have been get off the line, get it. You know what I mean? The game was shit. If that's anything to go by come Wednesday. We're fucked.
It's going to be a massacre.
We're fucked.
If you
Absolutely
play like
fucked.
That. Yeah.
If we play like that, Man City could put out the team they put out today.
Yeah.
And still get a win.
Do you feel Arsenal is bottling it over the last couple games now? You had the West Ham disappointing result, and now you've got the Southampton going into this big title deciding game with City.
Do you know what it is? And I've clocked it now. The problem is when the Premier League was young and we were winning games, we were doing well. There was no pressure. There was no pressure at all. Now, what I've noticed is the players aren't actually playing football. They're watching Man City. They're watching Man City's success and they're watching their games after games after games.
Do you feel like you feel like they're feeling the pressure now?
And they're feeling the pressure now.
Yeah.
Because City have just suddenly come on form.
Yeah.
And the team is now watching City rather than watching what they should be doing.
You know,
This is the problem.
You know what? I feel like Arsenal still have a very title winning team, but the decisions being made in the game are feeling nervy. They're feeling way more nervy than they were at the beginning of the season. And there's so much time, especially in that Southampton game, where I just felt like there was passive spells of football going on. I mean, in the last 10 minutes of the game, last 10, 15 minutes of the game, you showed how you should have been playing the whole game.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Odegaard came alive in the last 10 minutes, just, you know, racing you back into it, you know. Just charging forward at players. And I just feel like you needed more of that, and it was too static earlier on in the game.
For me, the big issue is the fact that the changes aren't made at a decent time.
Yeah.
They're made in the last 10, last 15, sometimes the last 5 or last 3 minutes.
Because you were calling for Trossard earlier.
Yeah, Trossard, I think Jorginho could have come on.
Yeah.
If I'm completely honest, you know, it's little things like that makes the difference in games. And if I'm honest, 2-1 at half-time, some half-time subs should have been made.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's just 1 or 2, nothing crazy, but you got to try something. And then when he starts making subs in 80 minutes, and I'm like, what are you really going to change?
You got to win the game, yeah.
You know, what you're going to change?
I did think you could have won it at the end, though, you know.
We could have. Nelson was this close to saving the day, almost like he did against... Was it Brighton? I think it was Brighton where we came back. But, you know, I mean, credit to the players for actually, you know, sticking it in and actually getting the draw, because if that had been a loss, I think everyone would have just given up. And there's a slight bit of hope now.
Do you think, though, it's in Man City's favour now? Like, what is your percentage chance Arsenal are going to win the Premier League this year?
If I'm completely honest, I still think it's in Arsenal's favour. And the reason why I say this...
Well, you're wrong then.
the reason why I say this is because...
He's wrong, guys.
If you look at the run of form of City, there has to be a blip at some point. There has to be. Yeah, there has to be a blip.
Well, I love some Arsenal faith, man, honestly. Arsenal can start their own religion, man, with the amount of faith they got, bruv.
There has to be a blip. You know, City
I know how you
have
feel,
had...
Dom, because I've seen it. I felt like my life.
But City have had some shocking games at the early part of the season. They had some games where you thought, how have they lost this or whatever? But
Dom sounds like a crackhead that says, I can give this up anytime I want. That's what he sounds like, bruv. You know, like that, you know, like he really believes it when he says it, but like...
No, you know what it is? Personally, I don't think Arsenal's going to win a game against City.
Well, then they've lost the Premier League, Dom.
I think we'd be quite lucky to sort of get a draw.
Well, then you've lost the Premier League, Dom. If you draw, you've lost that game.
I think if we get a draw, depends on their run of form in the next 8 games, isn't it? You see what I'm saying? So we've got 6 games left. They've got 8 games left.
You've got a harder run in as well, Dom. You've got Newcastle. You've got Chelsea. It's not looking good.
You said a harder run in.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Gary? Gary? Fresh trim, Gary?
I've got nothing to say about Chelsea. Let's talk about Arsenal.
All right, Arsenal. Did you watch the game?
I did watch the game. It was pretty comical in the first 15, 20 minutes.
We was messaging each other. I was with Dom and I was sending Gary Dom's reactions.
I mean, it was very comical. Let's be honest.
What are you saying now, son?
I mean, I was laughing my head off and I was saying, that's it. Title's over.
I feel like me and you've been waiting for this. To bug this guy off for the whole year.
Don't get me wrong. As a Chelsea fan, our season flopped a long time ago. And I want nothing more than for Arsenal to not win the league. And after seeing what happened the other day, when was it? Friday night. After seeing what happened Friday night, I couldn't be more happy. Honestly. And I can't wait for the end of the season to come and to see you crying on the podcast. Honestly, I want nothing more than for you to be crying on the podcast.
I want you to look like Joe Joyce did last week, man.
Honestly, because Joe Joyce got his head clattered off. But it's fine.
And so did Arsenal. Arsenal got the Zilly-Zang 1 bang, bruv. 3 bangs.
But let's be honest. I do agree with what Dom said. Arteta should have made changes straight away. I'm not a manager. What do I know? But that's what I would have done. I would have brought on Trossard straight away at half-time, 2-1 down. Go more attacking. But it didn't happen. So,
do you feel like Arsenal are out of it now, though? Because that's how I feel.
As much as I hate Arsenal, I still do feel like it's 50-50. If I'm being honest.
50-50?
I do feel like it's 50-50.
It's not 50-50, guys.
Only because Arsenal have to play Man City. If Arsenal beat Man City,
It's a must-win game.
if Arsenal beat Man City,
Yeah.
then Arsenal are still favourites to win
No,
the
you're
title.
right. But is that game a 50-50, though? It's not a 50-50, Gary. It's not.
Well, it slightly favours Man City.
At the Etihad.
Yeah,
After that run of form as well.
yeah.
You know what?
But this is football.
Yeah, you're right. This is football. You know what? Listen, if they beat City, like, kudos to you. You've got the title. That's it. For me, unless you do something crazy, which Arsenal could do. But, yeah, I would say it does come down to that game now. I think based on that performance, I don't know how confident them players are going to be going into that game now as well. You know, it's been a weird one for me because I've wanted to see Dom cry as well for the longest time, but I've started to see City actually looking like they're going to win the Champions League and the FA Cup as well. And
You don't want to see that either.
I don't want. The thing is, I can't see City win the treble. So actually,
Man City are not going to win They're not going to win the Champions League. Just so you know.
Well, the thing is, I just feel like I can't bank on that not happening.
Real
now.
Madrid are going to win the Champions League.
I can't bank on that not happening, Gary.
Real Madrid are too good in European football.
I hope you're right. And if that's the case,
I mean, they beat Chelsea. That's a very tough game.
If Man City don't win the Champions League, I mean, if Man City don't win the Champions League, I'm happy for Arsenal to win I'm happy for Man City to win the Premier League.
Well, then you're happy. Yeah.
But as of now, they can't risk Man City winning the treble. So I want Arsenal to win it. I just don't think it's very likely now after that performance. I think. Listen, like I said, they could beat City, but I think moving forward into that game, I think City
it is unlikely.
They're going to come out swinging. And Arsenal also have Newcastle. They've got Chelsea. I can just see Arsenal doing Arsenal things and getting nervy.
And beating everyone.
Is that an Arsenal thing?
Yeah.
I mean, in 2004 it was.
I mean,
2003, 2002, whenever it was.
Yeah, a long time ago now, but
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was
yeah.
I was 20 years old back then. But football's football.
How do you think he's going to approach the game against City?
If I'm being honest, as Don was saying, I do feel like he said about bringing Jorginho on. I feel like you need to start Jorginho. He shores the ship. You know, he steadies everything that happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
But are you putting him on instead of what? You putting ahead of Partey?
No, ahead of Vieira.
I mean, I'm going to start him instead of Vieira. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you're playing Partey, Jorginho, and then Odegaard at number 10.
And Odegaard, yeah. Odegaard's slightly more forward.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I would do. But what do I know?
I'm playing Tierney instead of Zinchenko, just to tighten up the defense, just to tighten it up. Don't forget, if you've got Jorginho on, you've got a playmaker. Yeah, you got someone who's got the vision, who can put the balls in, whatever.
The thing is,
with the defense now, Zinchenko at the moment is non-existent in the defense. Yeah, and when he is in the defense, he gets spun like fucking Arnold and people like that.
Yeah.
So for me, Tierney's got to go in for a solid defense. If we're going to be serious about the league now, yeah, we need to tighten up the defense, especially with Saliba gone.
Yeah, Saliba's
and we got
been
Holding.
a big miss for you guys.
Yes, Holding can do a job. Yes, he does have good games. Yes, at the moment he has done well.
Yeah,
But
against people like Haaland or whatever, he's going to really struggle. And if I'm completely honest, Tierney back there just really tightens up the defense. Yeah. Midfield will be fine. Up front will be fine. But there are gaps in the defense, and one of them is Zinchenko coming into the midfield, thinking he's a midfielder. And I feel like he's got the same problem as Arnold. He can play the ball. He's great vision. When it comes to the job he's there for, it's almost like on the back burner. And at the end of the day, if you're going to do that, you've got to be good at both. You can't be doing that and you're not good at both.
The only thing I would say is that I think those old City players like Jesus and Zinchenko might pull out a 110% performance in that game. They might come to prove a point in that game.
Well, because they won it before and they know what it takes to win.
Well, they know that team and they want to prove a point to that team. They want to prove a point to Pep. I feel like they might come with an extra bit of, I don't know. Who knows? But maybe it could work in reverse as well. Maybe Pep could figure them out and know how to deal with them.
You know what?
Well,
and you're right to a degree because Zinchenko has, going forward, in the midfield, playmaking. He has done that. He has exceeded expectations completely. Yeah. But when it comes to defending, it's very hit and miss.
Okay. So put your house on it now then. What's the score in the City-Arsenal game midweek?
Personally, I think it could be a 1-1, a 2-2.
So you're going draw.
I think it probably will be a draw. Yeah, I think it will be a draw. Not that that's good enough, obviously, but all it takes is for one of the next 7 teams to play them, to beat them, or maybe get a draw again. We win, whatever it may be. So,
what are you saying, Gary?
So it's very tight.
I mean, Dom's obviously got his Arsenal hat on, which is fair enough. Personally, at the Etihad, I personally think it's going to be 4-1 Man City.
You know what's so funny?
No.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to say 2-1 City.
I personally think 4-1 for the pure fact. I don't think Rob Holding or Gabriel can deal with Haaland, and I feel like if Haaland gets 5 chances, he's going to score 2 or 3.
You're right.
So
I feel like even Gabriel's going to be so nervy playing against Haaland. I feel like he's got a mistake in him.
Yeah,
I mean, against a player like that, I feel like I don't know. I just don't know what they're going to... I can see them even giving him a pen,
Yeah.
I can see all of that happening.
I mean, you heard it here first. Top tipster. Gabriel to get a red card.
You were saying that earlier.
Get it on, man. Honestly.
Gabriel to get a red card, guys. What's the odds, bro?
It doesn't matter about the odds. It's a win-win, regardless.
And then we'll make this a segment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gary's got his beard trim.
I mean,
who's the future?
Who's Arsenal's right back at the moment?
Who's it?
It's Ben White, isn't it?
Ben White, yeah.
I mean, Ben White's a possibility of getting sent off as well because Jack Grealish is in unbelievable form.
And this is Saturday.
Think about it.
Right, listen, Jack Grealish, unbelievable form. This is Saturday. Mahrez just scored a hat-trick against Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United,
Sheffield Wednesday, yeah. Same idiots.
I mean, it's not looking good for Arsenal.
I mean, it's definitely not looking good for Arsenal, but as we've said before, football's football. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, look at Chelsea. On paper, best team in the world, and they're sitting in 11th place.
I mean, the good news is we'll probably make Dom do a forfeit if Arsenal lose anyway. So
I mean, Dom as a human being is a forfeit, so it doesn't matter regardless. You lot will get entertainment out of this guy. So yeah,
well, for sure.
Enjoy yourself. But what happened to Man United on Thursday night? Did you not see that? That was absolutely hilarious.
Do you guys want to talk about Man United?
They lost 3-0.
3 years of my life.
They lost 3-0. Apparently, it's all Maguire's fault because there wasn't another 10, as well as the 4 substitutions that come on. There wasn't all them players that come on didn't matter because it's all Maguire's fault. So they lost 3-0, and it's all Maguire's fault. So. Even though he's England's best centre-back, it's all Maguire's fault.
He's definitely not England's best centre-back. And if he is...
It's an absolute fact. It's England's best centre-back. He's better than any Syrian centre-back on the planet. Apparently, that's funny. So, I'm going to pass you to Dom, man.
Are we going to talk about the Man United game?
Of course we're going to talk about Man United.
All right, Man United, listen, like I said... All right, Man United got spanked by Seville, Europa League, whatever, guys. De Gea, calamity. Maguire, get rid of Maguire. He's bloody terrible. Eriksen, poor game. Front three, Martial, same old stuff. It was a very, very bad game. Terrible performance. Europa League, it's all right. I'm done with United for the rest of the season. We've got Champions League football next season. Ten Hag is coming for the title next season. Mark my words. We've got the billionaire Saudis coming in. We'll see you next season. We'll see you in a couple months, guys, because that was shocking. I do think we still got a chance at the FA Cup, but it is what it is, man. We got a trophy. You got to beat Brighton first. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Apparently, according to Chelsea, that's pretty difficult. But listen, Man United were terrible in that Seville game. Fucking hell, like the Seville crowd giving it to us as well at the end. But oh man, hard to watch. But I do think the defense, it highlights to me how bad our bench is compared to like the top teams, like a City. I think that's what's making City stand out so much now. That bench of theirs, they can rotate so much and still keep a high quality, whereas United just clearly don't have that.
It's a different squad.
Yeah, and I feel like even Arsenal suffer from the same problem to a lesser extent, but I
think a similar extent.
It makes such a difference, though. It does make such a difference when you have got people coming off the bench that are just top quality players. So moving forward, Chelsea. We'll just talk about Chelsea quickly.
Chelsea
Football Club. Have you seen Chelsea Football Club?
The £1 club.
The one that's time travel back to the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea, Chelsea are going to finish in the bottom half of the table, guys.
You mean the ones that have Lampard back and
Chelsea,
Lampard at the wheel and all that kind of game? Yeah.
Chelsea made me forget what year we're living in. Watching them, bro.
I tell you what, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It got.
They can only get better next season. I mean,
I thought so, wasn't it?
They've got a hard running for the end of the season as well. Chelsea just keep giving me laughs every single week. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, getting Lampard in was a hilarious appointment in general, but for it to go so badly still is even funnier. I mean,
they can't do nothing right at the
apparently
moment.
Todd Bowley's in the changing rooms, like dragging people up, after the game, telling Lampard to sit down and listen.
Offering them £1 million if they score a goal and all that.
Right. So I think Poch is I think Poch is coming in though. So I think that will make things better, I guess.
Will it?
Apparently they're still signing wingers they're signing Morier from Benfica. They're going for him now as well. So they're still going to sign players and throw money at it in the summer.
Wingers?
Yeah, apparently. Why not get more wingers? It's worked the first time, didn't it? How many? 17 wingers. What could go wrong?
The man himself.
But yeah, no, last thing I want to say, but I just do think it's funny that you could sack your manager, get the Brighton manager, then sack him, and then get your own manager back, who was terrible, and then lose to Brighton. Chelsea this season, 2023. We love to see it. Gary, Chelsea Football Club, Chelsea.
I think Chelsea have done quite well, man. I mean,
what?
I mean, to even stay in the league, that's what. Fucking hell. I mean,
saying from December or something like that. If Chelsea played the way they played now, they'd be in relegation zone or something like that. Is that right?
I mean, there's a rumor that Todd Bowley thinks 20th win the league.
I mean, as a
he thinks they're getting better.
As a Chelsea fan myself, I personally think it is the new owners that are messing everything up.
How much do you miss that Russian billionaire now?
I mean, for what as well?
For what?
Apparently, they had to get rid of Roman Abramovich for what?
It's true. For what? What? I mean,
For what?
we spoke about this already. Why should?
Because they bring Todd Bowley in. He spends. I mean, he spent 699 million on players. God knows what he spent on other things. So he spent £1 billion, say for example.
I mean, he doesn't.
It's not far off £1 billion that he spent.
He's literally he thinks he's in the stock market, bruv. Buy, go buy.
And apparently it's all right.
Yeah, he's a cowboy, bruv.
But this is.
Let me ask you something though. What happens though if America start a war with Iraq now? Does Todd Bowley have to lose his?
Well, then Todd Bowley,
like Abramovich did when Russia started with Ukraine.
Probably not. No.
Of course not.
Probably not.
Because America do what they want. Yeah.
Of course they do, and that's why Chelsea are called the London Cowboys from next season. And that's why I don't support Chelsea no more.
Cowboys being the right fucking word.
I support the London Cowboys. But so be it. Honestly, Chelsea have been dreadful this season. Whether it's Potter in charge, whether it's Lampard in charge.
What do they need to do to fix this for next season? Give me 3 things. Give me 3.
I mean, scoring a goal would be absolutely fantastic.
Would be good, wouldn't it?
Scoring a goal would be fantastic.
Give me 3 solid things for the summer.
For me personally,
Going Poch.
I personally think Pochettino needs to be appointed as manager.
I think he's the most sure choice.
He's got Premier League experience in general.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not really sure.
Is there a signing you want?
I mean, if Poch comes to Chelsea, obviously he signs Harry Kane straight away.
You want that, yeah?
So we've got. I mean, I would take that.
So we take Poch, Harry Kane.
I'm sure anyone would.
Any sell?
Any sell? I mean, there's about 40 players that Chelsea could probably sell, but they would get 50 million for it.
Yeah.
Because everyone's out on loan, everyone's out of contract.
It's such a bad situation.
So it's a lose-lose for Chelsea, really. Yeah. Regardless of what happens with Chelsea next season, they're spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
To get a new manager, to get a new number 9.
Then that manager needs signings in the summer.
I mean, Lukaku's coming back, but he's going to probably be out of sorts. Who knows? Who knows what the new manager thinks? But
it's going to be a whole different club next season, though.
I really don't know, but I think Chelsea have got a few years of being outside the top 6, if I'm being honest.
You know what I hope happens for Chelsea? I hope that they keep Lampard on as a permanent appointment.
I'm sure you fucking do, you little Derek.
I just think he deserves it after his spectacular career at Chelsea. Do you know how many goals he scored? He deserves it, man.
I mean, he's scored a lot more than Chelsea have this season, that's for sure. It wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea's fucking made Ole Gunnar Solskjaer fucking their manager.
Oh, wow. I ain't heard that name in a while. What is that guy doing?
I mean, God knows.
That's Eskimo fishing or something. Fucking up. With his kids.
But anyway, that's enough of the jokes for this weekend.
I've always had like visions like when Chelsea are playing, Lampard's gonna go fuck it, do the fucking the Superman thing and just run on the pitch and like, what, you're off, I'm on, fuck it, we're going for it. And I reckon it'd actually fucking work at this point as well, if I'm honest.
I mean, it wouldn't make it worse.
It wouldn't make it worse. It wouldn't make it worse. But
right, let's jump over Chelsea though.
You want to jump off Chelsea?
Yeah, we slapped up Chelsea already. Chelsea pants. Chelsea. All right. So today is Saturday, and we have actually on the horizon, a couple of hours from now, one of the biggest fights in boxing this year, I would say. We've finally got two fighters in their prime, big fighters in their prime, going at it, toe-to-toe. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Terrible nickname, by the way, for a boxer. But, yeah, let's just call him Ryan Garcia for now, yeah? I think this is a brilliant matchup. It's on the zone. We're going to check it out later. We've got some predictions going as well. I'll start with mine very quickly. I'm leaning towards... either Tank, just forget those guys that think Tank starts quick and he's going to knock him out early. He could knock him out early, but Tank, the shorter, heavier-handed fighter, we would say, more gritty, probably faced the slightly better opposition, and, got one of the best KO percentages in boxing right now as well. Okay, so definitely lacks discipline, though, had some blips. Been in and out of the ring at different times. So, I think Tank should be the favourite. Tank to knock him out. I would say, rounds 8 to 12, late rounds. Tank is usually a slow starter, but definitely got one hit power. I think with Garcia, he likes to pull his head back nice and high, and Tank loves that. Tank could definitely stop him if he lands on him doing that. Garcia, on the other hand, I think, people are underestimating how good Garcia is if he decides to long range box him. So I feel like if it does go to points, Garcia could definitely win. But I would edge towards a Tank KO. Also, don't count out an early knockdown from Garcia to knock down Tank as well. Lightning quick Garcia with the left hook. Might catch him in between punches. But I think Garcia, for me, style-wise, has to box on the outside, keep it long range.
So what you're saying basically is it could go either way.
It's definitely 50-50 fight.
50-50.
I'm going just either Tank late stoppage. Tank late stoppage just.
Or Garcia early stoppage. Is that what you do?
Or Garcia points, I would say.
Garcia points.
But I do think Garcia could land early as well.
It's interesting, man. They seems like a good matchup. If I'm honest, it seems very even. Garcia is very, very fast.
Yeah.
Tank looks like he's got that one punch KO
from
type.
Baltimore as well, like that kind of gritty area. He's in foster care. He's one of those kids that he's one of those kids that just come up.
Tear away.
Yeah.
But he's on it. He's hungry.
But it's just come up, hard, come up hard under Mayweather Promotions as well. So he's got that Mayweather kind of flashiness about him.
Who's his trainer?
His trainer is his original trainer from Baltimore, so he hasn't changed trainer.
No, from the Mayweather team.
No, he trained with Mayweather a little bit, but he hasn't got a trainer. His trainer is from Baltimore, his original gym. It is a little bit like the throwback to the Floyd Mayweather Oscar De La Hoya fight all those years ago, which I thought was a brilliant build up to that fight as well, and Mayweather asserted dominance in that fight. But I think the difference is that Oscar De La Hoya was a little bit past it when he fought Mayweather. And here we've got, now it's the opposite almost. So
two prime fighters.
Yeah, two prime fighters. And actually Tank is younger. Not Tank is younger. Garcia is younger. I just think with Garcia, he just has to be okay with taking it out, trying to outbox Tank. Very hard thing to do. Tank likes to get nice and low, throw uppercuts, throw a nice range of punches. Got such a spiteful fighter's instinct. But
and I take it Garcia hasn't lost.
Neither of them have lost.
Neither of them lost.
Although
okay.
Garcia has been dropped by Luke Campbell. Is it Luke Campbell? Yeah. But again, showed heart in that fight to come back. Tank's never seemed to be hurt. I think a lot depends on how good Tank's chin is as well. So I'll be interested to see how he takes the left hook from Garcia. If he doesn't take that well, Tank gets hit. You were telling me this as well. What do you think? You were saying Tank's like the Mike Tyson type, like...
That's what they were claiming a few years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, they were claiming Tank's going to be he's basically the Mike Tyson of that division.
Yeah.
He's knocking everyone out. He's stopping everyone. He has got
just
steamrolling through everyone. So, as you say, pound for pound, he's possibly one of the heaviest punchers in boxing.
In boxing, yeah.
But I do feel like Ryan Garcia might have a bit too much for him.
You know what? You know what's weird? You've actually changed a little bit. You changed your mind, man.
I have changed. As soon as I walked into your house, I said there's only one winner, and I said it was Tank. But now thinking about it, I feel like Tank's a very slow starter.
Yeah.
And Ryan Garcia is quite a fast starter.
Yeah, he is.
And
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia's hands are shockingly fast.
Lightning. And Tank gets hit.
And Tank does get hit. Tank likes to get hit.
But like I said, it does come down to, can Tank stand up to getting the left hook from Garcia?
I actually have to agree with you. I feel like Garcia will win on points. I feel like Garcia's going to drop Tank quite early.
Okay.
That's what I think.
But this is what makes a good fight, though. It's like anything could happen.
Yeah, because Tank's hands are so heavy.
Yeah.
There's always a possibility of hurting Garcia.
Yeah.
But I feel like Garcia's got a bit too much for him.
Really?
I really do. Which
it's the length and size as well.
I'm not sure I like myself.
Yeah,
but,
I know, it's a bit shocking.
But I really
makes a
don't
good
know.
fight.
But at least El Brook won tonight, though. Big up El Brook. Come on.
Go on, El.
Go on, El.
We have to see it.
Love that.
Get on here, El, man. Get on here with us.
I mean, what are you playing at, man?
What are you playing at? Have a chat. We'll get another mic and everything.
Fucking hell.
We'll break it.
I mean,
break the mic.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Dom's breaking something, that's for sure.
Anyway, all right. There's a little bit of talk about some news breaking coming out from AJ, Eddie Hearn, and a couple other promoters as well about this Saudi super fight in December. We were all a bit shocked when AJ announced that he's not fighting until December, and now it seems like the rumors are that the Saudis are putting together a massive pot for possibly the biggest event ever in boxing. Only the Arabs, man. And apparently the idea is that we're gonna have 2 main events, and it's gonna be in December in Saudi. It's gonna be AJ fighting Wilder, Deontay Wilder, and Usyk fighting Tyson Fury, with the winner contracted to fight the winner of the other fight.
So basically, get yourselves ready for Tyson Fury Wilder Part 4. That is all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Get yourself ready for Tyson Fury Wilder Part 4, and then Tyson Fury wins again, and then he's the greatest heavyweight of our generation.
I mean, yeah.
Simple as that.
If it goes that way, all the other fighters have actually confirmed that there's rumors about this, except Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has said...
Of course, except Tyson Fury, because he wants to fight AJ or Wilder, other than Usyk.
He doesn't want to fight Usyk, yeah.
Yes, ideally, yes.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's going to have to fight the better fighter out of the other two.
I mean, how big would this event be, though?
I mean, it would be arguably the biggest event in boxing history.
Imagine this, though.
In boxing history.
Imagine having the money to do this.
Imagine Tyson Fury being the greatest heavyweight of all time. How funny is that?
Well, imagine if Usyk wins, though. And then he fights...
Okay. I can't imagine it, but yeah.
AJ.
Okay.
I was talking with someone about this at work, and I think Fury would almost rather fight AJ in this, and he'd rather see Usyk get knocked out by Wilder, so he could fight Wilder again in the full. I feel like
if that was the setup, then that would also happen.
Yeah,
because Wilder would knock out Usyk.
I disagree.
Wilder would knock out Usyk.
I disagree.
So,
I think you don't give Usyk enough respect.
I mean, maybe
all.
I don't, but
Usyk could beat all of them, bro.
Wilder knocks out any heavyweight apart from Tyson Fury.
Wilder could knock out anyone.
I mean, he could knock out Tyson
just
Fury.
like Zhilei Zhang knocked out Dom. But but it doesn't mean they will. But it doesn't mean they will, though. It doesn't mean he will. I think you like I've always said it. There's a reason why Fury doesn't want to fight Usyk, and he definitely does not want to fight Usyk.
Oh,
Hey Belly.
You're talking rubbish,
He
man.
doesn't want to fight him, Belly.
You're talking rubbish, bruv.
Hey, big belly, greedy belly.
You're talking rubbish, man.
I'm telling you right now, he doesn't want to fight him. So
I'm just really happy that whatever it took to stop Tyson Fury dodging fights, I think is a good thing.
yeah, but remember, he hasn't agreed to it. Tyson Fury's the only one that hasn't seemed to agree to it. Yeah.
He hasn't agreed to it.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, Dom? Because we know typical
because he's a good dodger.
these
He just
typical
dodges
Furies,
fights.
honestly.
Just dodges fights.
And John's gonna come out and say, "Oh, because they don't want to fight him." Well, all three of them. all three of them are there as
for
well.
how much money?
Exactly.
Yeah. What was he saying? Oh, I'm not going to fight for anything less than £500 million.
Yeah, they might
Well, this
actually
actually
have
might
that.
be your chance
Yeah.
to earn £500 million.
Exactly.
So if you don't want to take this fight, then as far as I'm concerned, you're dodging fights.
I'd love to see it.
That's
man.
for sure.
I'd love to see it.
But yeah, man.
Who would you think would win the pairs of fights, Dom?
The pairs of fights.
So we got AJ Wilder.
Personally, I think
Quick.
AJ wins that.
All right, and then we got Fury Usyk. Quick.
Usyk.
And then so it's AJ Usyk in the final.
Yeah.
And Usyk again.
And then Usyk again, I guess.
Wow, imagine.
And unless AJ can,
Gary, Fury wins and then Fury wins and then Fury wins again.
unless AJ can pull out a blinder, he may have a chance. You never know. In his last fight, he looked quite light on his feet, made it to later rounds, and had a bit more energy and stuff like that. So you never know.
To be fair, I think the most interesting result would be, I think this would be massive if AJ beat Wilder and Fury beat Usyk, and then they fought in the final. That'd be epic, wouldn't it? You know,
Yeah,
right?
that'd be really good.
That'd be a big British clash. But anyway, let's not dwell too much on made up titles. What do you think? So a couple fights very quickly. I'll let you guys talk about Zhang and Joyce.
Big Bang Zang. No, go for it.
Big Bang Zhang. I mean, apparently Big Bang Zhang is...
Big Bang Zhang punched up
It's the
Dom.
next big heavyweight.
Dom
but
got punched up by his uncle.
Big Bang Zhang's 37 years old. He's not going to beat anyone decent. Joe Joyce relied on his chin too much. He literally thought he could take 155,000 punches to his face and not get hurt. Unfortunately, he found out that he can get hurt.
I mean, he got hurt with every punch as well.
Yes, his head movement was absolutely dreadful in that fight. It was a terrible fight from Joe Joyce. I'm disappointed for him myself because I didn't expect it to happen.
For me, Zhang is way better than I thought he was. Zhang hits so hard, bro.
Zhang is a good fighter, but he's. I personally still wouldn't put him as a world class heavyweight boxer.
Would you say he's one? I would say without a doubt he's one of the most heavy-handed heavyweights right now.
I mean, he must be very heavy-handed to hurt Joe Joyce.
He hurt Joe Joyce with every single punch, and Joe Joyce has got one of the best chins in the division. I was saying beforehand.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying beforehand. I mean, I've never seen Joe Joyce get hurt like that with every single punch, and you could hear it through the TV. Every thudding punch.
So what
Chinese
happens?
power, boy.
What happens if AJ, for example, AJ fights
AJ
Zhang?
would get stopped if he got hit by one of
So
them
you
punches.
think AJ gets stopped against Zhang?
I think Zhang could definitely stop AJ.
AJ
I don't think he would.
AJ stops Zhang.
I think AJ could stop Zhang, but I
That's what happens.
I don't think Zhang would land at will on AJ like he did with Joyce.
No, but I'm telling you, that's what happens. AJ stops Zhang.
He probably does, but
Okay, so
Zhang
what-
can stop anyone in the division, in my opinion.
No, he can't.
He can.
You're wrong.
If he
But
lands
it's
on
fine.
anyone like that regularly, like 2 or 3 times, they're going to sleep. And you know what? I feel like this makes Filip Hrgović look a lot better as well.
Filip Hrgović is terrible, man. He got schooled by Zhang, and Zhang still lost the fight. So,
I mean,
boxing
I
is
disagree,
corrupt.
man. I disagree. I think this fight shows that Zhang is no pushover, and Filip Hrgović has probably got a better chin than Joe Joyce because he didn't get put out,
Hrgović was supposed to be fighting Alan Babic.
and he beats Alan Babic.
Let's put that in perspective because Alan Babic is dreadful.
But he beats Alan Babic easy.
Of course he does.
Yeah, so that's like a little, domestic,
But
national.
So does Hrgović come into the conversation with Zhang?
Hrgović is better than Zhang. He's beaten. I think we'll talk about Hrgović in a couple of years, mate. I'm telling you right now, Hrgović is on some smoke, bruv.
Incorrect.
But anyway, I think Zhang, great display. Joe Joyce, I'm not sure what he does for me. I think he has to take the rematch. I don't know where else he can go. He's too old to do anything else.
He's got no choice but to take the rematch.
He's got no choice but to take the rematch.
I mean, yeah.
Oh man, Dom, your face got smashed up in that.
Let's
as well.
fucking rejoice, man.
Yeah, and
Off, man.
last thing I want to talk about as well, Adesanya.
Apparently written off as a word. But
Written
What?
off.
Who's
I've got the
Adesanya?
Joyce syndrome. Adesanya is the pound number 1 in the UFC, man.
Incorrect.
Pound number 2.
Incorrect. But it's fine. Everyone's got their opinions.
My favorite UFC fight for the year. Pereira comes in. We both said Pereira probably more likely to win.
Yeah.
Pereira comes in with the
Yeah.
and then
when Adesanya...
curls up on the fence. Oh my god! Hey, listen, that was dramatic, bro.
It was fantastic.
So
let's be
good,
honest.
bro.
It was fantastic.
And we were both saying he's out. He was going out the same way he went out the last fight.
We was here watching it. And you and Dom were jumping up and down like a fucking bunch of fucking idiots.
I mean, I'm not being funny.
And I didn't even realise what happened.
Hey, listen, he looked like he was going out the same way he did last time. To lose someone 3 times and then have the confidence that Adesanya did to face him straight away in this rematch, which I'm sure loads of people said you shouldn't do. And then he came out so aggressive as well. Like, he didn't even remember getting KO'd by this guy.
Yeah.
And then the celebration, the shithousery to knock him out off the fence and then stand over him
3 bullets.
and take an arrow for every
bullet, whatever
an arrow
it
for
was.
every loss he took from that guy, and then go
And
to
then
the
they
little youth.
drop like his son. What the hell? That is so disrespectful, but so respectful at the same
Honestly,
time.
one of the best celebrations I've ever seen.
It has to be.
I mean, I felt that when he did the last one.
Yeah.
I felt that shit, bro.
I mean, it hurt me, man.
Yeah.
It really did hurt me, man. It's an arrow through my
Oh
heart.
god. So Pereira
Honestly.
moving up now, apparently.
I mean, Pereira's got no choice but to move up.
We'd love to see it. Don, what do you think about that one? Adesanya.
It was good. What did you say about the kid?
So basically, you know, like after he's knocked him out, he's ran to this fence and he's done like a little drop.
Yeah.
He's dropped to the canvas like in a little celebration. Well, apparently he did that because when Pereira knocked him out in kickboxing, his son came and into the ring and did that celebration. So he pointed out his son years later and did the celebration, man.
Oh, I see. Okay,
So-
okay. I didn't even clock that bit.
Yeah, man.
I saw the arrows and
He was ready, boy.
The fight
He was
was incredible.
Ready. Frozen like Elsa, bro. That's what he was saying,
didn't see it
Frozen
coming.
like Elsa.
Didn't see it coming at all. But
Pereira's a scary dude as well, man.
he done very well. You know, he done very well.
Yeah. Shocking knockout though, right?
Great knockout. One of the best knockouts I've seen. I think in the UFC.
Yeah.
Especially understanding the
fence.
background of the fight when you explained it to me,
Yeah, yeah.
and all that kind of thing.
And
It
off
was,
the fence as well, you know, like
Yeah. He was on the back foot, almost, you know,
Yeah.
getting into it.
It's
or whatever.
inspirational, man. It
good.
is.
It is good. It is good.
Yeah.
You know, and especially the speech afterwards, he was saying it was.
Yeah.
He hope it inspires others. to,
Yeah,
you know,
he was like, I hope you can be as happy as I am right now.
Yeah.
But to do that, you've got to just face things that
at
you
it.
don't want to face.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
And he looked so happy as well. You know, when you can see like someone actually
He's a winner, Adesanya.
really,
bro.
really
He's a
happy.
winner. He's
You
a winner, bro.
know, he did.
One of
Congratulations.
my favourite fights
him,
to
man.
watch. you
He
know?
is good.
So we were going to talk about top 3, completely off topic, but we like a little off topic. Chocolate bars, top 3 chocolate bars to enjoy.
To enjoy.
To enjoy. So, we're all a big fan of chocolate here, right?
Yeah.
Some more than others.
Some sort of chocolate.
So you guys both have your list of 3 chocolate bars. We can go from 3 to 1, and we'll discuss and argue about it. Dom, should we start with you?
Number 3.
Yeah, unless you got any honourable mentions, Dom.
No. I think for me, number 3 has got to be a classic Freddo. Caramel.
Oh my God, Dom, you cheapskate bastard!
Cheapskate, do you know how much they are now?
I mean, yes, but they're
Yeah, they're
still.
about half the price of a fucking house now, bro. Are you fucking mad?
Dom, you can't.
Listen, bro.
Dom, you can't have a Freddo.
I can't have a Freddo. Bro, what do you think I used to get when I was a kid? When I used to get my little
Because you was
little pocket
poor,
money?
Dom. Because you was poor.
Well, what's changed,
Listen,
bro?
it will change when the Mongrelz blow up, guys. But no, Dom, Freddo.
Freddo?
Dom, you're making a mockery of it, man.
No.
You can't pick the currency chocolate, Freddos.
I can't pick a Freddo.
How is that top 3 chocolates?
It's
ever?
not like I said chomp or something like that, did I?
No,
it's a Freddo.
but
It's a classic
top 3
Freddo that everyone loves.
Chomp as well, you know.
It's a classic chocolate everyone loves and everyone can afford. Bro, when I used to get pocket money, bro, I used to go for everything that had a price on it. If it didn't have a price on it, I ain't buying it.
But you know with Dom
Yeah.
Dom is a quantity, not quality guy. So Dom was going to shop.
5 of 1.
I'm getting an Iron Brew, bro. They were 29p.
Man was getting
I'm getting,
17 Freddos.
I'm getting a Freddo. I'm getting a fudge. Them kind of things, man.
All right, pass it on to Gary so we can get a real
cola
option.
bottles or something. But yeah, number 3 is got to be a Freddo for me.
Okay, you're getting Freddo.
Go on, say yours, you little Derek.
All right, my number 3. The thing is, my top 3 could all be.
Take your time, man. Let's go.
Sorry. My number 3 is, because I'm a caramel guy, my number 3 is a Whisper Gold.
It's a decent chocolate, man.
I love a Whisper Gold. Whisper, by the way, is an old school classic. But Whisper Gold, Lord have mercy, bruv. It adds an extra little bit of just everything you need. It's light, it's tasty, and it does the job. A British classic, man. Whisper Golds all day.
The worst thing is, I'm also a caramel guy,
Listen, caramel makes chocolate better, in my opinion.
and I've got some sort of caramel as my number 3 as well.
What is yours? Go on.
a caramel Freddo isn't caramel, but all right, cool. Yeah, continue.
Freddo's a 10 pence, bro.
I've got I've got a
In 20 Freddos.
I've got a dairy milk caramel, but it has to be in the fridge.
Yeah, you know what?
I feel like it has to be in the fridge.
I'm a fan of a dairy milk caramel, but I'm gonna talk later about another chocolate.
Okay, cool.
That I like more than
It
that.
has to be in the fridge.
Your number 3 is dairy milk caramel.
And that's my number 3.
Yeah,
A dairy milk caramel,
yeah.
but it has to be in the fridge.
No, good choice. It's a real choice. It's better than a Freddo.
Yeah.
Dom's let us down so far. Dom, you're on number 2. Go
Dom's
on.
number 2.
Caramel, but fair enough.
Dom's number 2 is a fucking Snicker.
Snickers.
Go on, Dom. Go on. What's your number 2?
Absolutely not. Nah, my number 2's got to be a 12. I think 12's definitely up there for me.
Really?
Yeah, I do like a 12.
You know, I'm
Because it's
not,
just like a flake coated with chocolate.
I'm
isn't
not
it?
mad at a 12, but 12 for me is just the difficulty of eating a 12.
No, it's the flake, the one that's hard.
No,
Flakes.
the 12 you got to pull, and it's tough on the inside, isn't it?
Not that tough.
Yeah. Oh, not a 12. No. I'm thinking of what's the. No, what's the. No, what is it though? You know what I'm talking about? The one that's like in and out. It's not a 12.
Oh,
it's a
curly whirly.
Curly whirly. That's
Yeah, they
what I
go
thought you said.
everywhere.
Oh yeah, not curly whirly. About 12.
Yeah, nah, 12.
No, 12's all right.
My number 2 is it's a Boost.
Ooh, you know, I'll tell you what. Yeah, listen.
I love Boost. man.
Boost was very, very close to my top 3.
I think that.
But the problem is with Boost for me.
I love a Boost, man.
When Boost first came out, I loved the Boost, bro.
It was a rat when Boost came out.
When Boost first came out,
it was game over.
But I feel like now, if I had Boost, I would have a heart attack, bro.
Yeah,
I would hurt myself.
You think?
I feel like it's a lot now. It's a lot.
I love a Boost, man.
Maybe I'm
honestly.
old, isn't it? But Boost for me feels like drinking straight spirit.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You'd probably be alright.
No, but there's
Yeah.
so much going on in Boost, bro. It's just like I'm too old for that, bro. It's got like fucking like little biscuit bits, little caramel bits, little fucking.
Man can't handle a bit of digestive. That's cool,
fucking
man.
hell. No, it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff going
All right,
on.
man. Who cares?
But
who cares what you think?
But
man?
listen,
what's your number 2?
Boost a good shout, though, man. Boost a good shout.
Thanks, man. What's your
I've liked your list so far, Gary. Sorry, I'm sorry.
You know.
Sorry. Go shout out Chelsea, man. My number 2 is
Harrods milk chocolate.
my number 2 is actually a chocolate that's not for girls. It is the
Actually,
Yorkie
a Yorkie,
bar.
bro.
Yeah.
Is it the raisin one?
Yeah, you know, no, just a straight Yorkie.
Oh, wow.
Straight,
The birds.
no, a
not for
straight
girls,
Yorkie.
innit?
I'm talking.
Used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuit and raisin.
No, I'm talking about a straight Yorkie, pure
The
chocolate,
biscuit and raisin one's
big
better.
thick block of chocolate. Oh, good work, man.
Man said biscuit and raisin.
No,
The purple
you're ignoring my one, Dom. It's a straight Yorkie, bro. I know you like Yorkies
I
as
do
well.
like a Yorkie, yeah.
Yorkies are solid chocolates,
It's
bro.
just chocolate.
Yeah, no,
What's
it's
special about a Yorkie?
no, but it's a solid chocolate, Dom.
Is it the white York?
No, it's a solid chocolate. It's like it's one of those ones that you know you're getting filled up when you eat it.
Yeah, all right.
No, yeah.
All right, so let's move on to number
Pause.
1. You lot are probably going to be fucking surprised at this, I got to be honest.
I'm going.
You probably will, man.
Oh my god, this is dreadful.
You know what's weird so far?
I said Milky Way.
How the fuck did he guess that?
It's a Milky Way.
It's a Milky Way, bro. It's my number 1.
Really?
That's probably my most bought chocolate ever.
Wow.
No, since a kid.
So Dom is a soft cunt.
I love a Milky Way. Fucking love a Milky Way.
Dom.
What's wrong with a Milky Way?
I really don't know what to say.
Dom, your top 3
My man
choices.
says fruit and raisin or nut and raisin.
No, but
and
that wasn't-
and he's
that was-
worried about my Milky Way, bruv.
But that wasn't in his top 3 though. That wasn't in his top 3 though.
Yorkie, plain chocolate Yorkie.
My man has.
Dom, Yorkie's
Plain
a grown man
chocolate
chocolate,
Yorkie.
bruv. You've got a Milky Way.
You know, you could tell a lot about a man that likes chocolate like that. It's the
Tell a lot
same way he
about a
likes
woman
his
that likes a
woman,
Milky
bruv.
Way, bruv.
Nothing wrong with a bit of mixed race going on in there, bro. That's cool.
Hey,
bruv.
listen.
Nothing blind.
Now, to be fair, listen, if I'm being honest, I actually like Milky
That means
Ways.
he just likes his women fucking blocky, bro.
No, listen.
He He likes squares, is what he likes, bruv. He likes a square and a rectangle.
Listen, chocolates don't relate to women, bruv. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bruv. Chocolates don't relate to women. Anyway, listen, I actually don't mind the Milky Way. Milky Way's a good work. So they're tasty. I mean, to put them in my top 3, I'd have to do that in private, but cool. You're brave enough to come out and tell everyone.
Because I buy. That's what I would probably buy the most, isn't it? It's Milky Way.
What,
ever since a kid. Yeah,
even now?
Yeah, man.
Can I come with you when you buy Milky
I
Way
rarely
next
buy
time?
chocolate, but yeah, if I do buy one, alright. But
Cool.
yeah.
No, Milky Way's tasty. It's the best. It's the only good chocolate bar on your list, so we'll take that. Go on, Gary. Do you want me to go mine? And then you do yours.
You say yours, man.
All right. Okay.
I think me and you got the same one, you know.
If you say this, then no, I like a Freddo.
Freddo's nice, but it's not.
But it's not top 3, Dom.
It is, bro.
No, it's
Fucking
not.
hell, Dom, man.
It's not, bruv.
Chill, man.
Jimmy Cricket, bruv.
Hey, go on, Sal.
Honestly, Mama's moving like Oliver Twist with the
Sal,
chocolates.
say your top chocolate, man.
My number 1 is a Galaxy Caramel, guys.
Did I not say that?
You said Dairy Milk Caramel.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Mine is a
sorry.
Galaxy Caramel.
You actually
Galaxy
said as well.
smooth
Galaxy
caramel, bruv. Lovely. It's always been my favourite. I rarely get it now, but you know, if I had to choose any chocolate bar, my last one, it would be that, bruv. It's got everything: smoothness, you know, sweetness, caramel. Oh. It's got a bit of luxury to it as well.
I feel
Love
like
it.
I feel like I might get cussed for my number 1 then, man.
If you say anything to do with bounty or topic or anything like that, then the podcast ends here.
It's actually a toffee crisp. No, it's not. I mean, toffee crisp, top chocolate, but it's not a toffee crisp. It's
Anyone that chooses
it's
topic as a number 1 chocolate, it's probably been to prison,
Alright,
bro.
it's actually a Kinder Bueno.
Yeah, Kinder.
even class that as a bar of chocolate.
Yeah, I think I didn't pick that because of that, but
Don't be so fucking. It comes in a little packet, bruv.
the flavour in Kinder Buenos,
Because it comes in a packet, it's chocolate.
It's the same shape as a
Why do you say
fucking.
Turkish delight, man?
Absolutely fucking not. Turkish delight is disgusting, bruv.
nah,
Why do you say a wagon wheel?
A kid,
It comes in a packet.
wagon wheels are good, man, but
But is it a chocolate?
top chocolate, man.
dark chocolate wagon wheels.
Pick another one.
You know what?
Kinder Bueno.
no.
Kinder Bueno. Ooh, sorry.
No, Kinder Bueno counts. Kinder Bueno's all right.
Thanks, man.
And it's a very good tasting chocolate. Dom, you like a Kinder Bueno?
Kinder Bueno's.
You do, yeah.
Kinder Bueno's number 1, man. Kinder Bueno's number 1.
Yeah.
not a bar of
No, I think that's a good shout, man. I think.
I even like the Kinder little bar of chocolate. They're very nice.
Yeah, they're lovely. They're lovely.
That's probably number 4.
But they were pretty small.
Them little sticks.
Next week, I think we're doing that.
No, we're doing it now.
No, we're not.
There we are.
Are we?
Hold it up. Turn it around.
And you know what I love about this challenge?
Gary's gonna do
Gary's
it.
doing it first.
The worst thing is I'm
Oh, you know what?
not actually having it, but
You are having it. Let's go. Come on. All right. For those that don't know, we've had the 1 chip challenge, the Pacqui 1 chip challenge, and it killed us off. Check that video out. It's somewhere on our channel. And this is the haunted ghost pepper
it smells nice. It smells nice, man.
chip that we've got. In theory, they should be less, but we don't know. So,
It's in a package. Just pretend it's chocolate, man.
man tried to give me the one out of his hand as well, but oh man, I need to get a small one, brother.
I'm just taking
Oh, I
one.
got
man.
that one.
Oh, you fucking.
If these lot don't get a proper chip, I ain't even doing
All right. Okay, all right.
Listen,
Put mine
man,
out. Put mine back there. Put
look,
mine
man,
back.
It's not a proper chip.
No, all right.
Take your chip,
No, his
man.
one's alright. His one's
Get a
alright.
proper chip.
Take your
Come
chip.
here, come here.
Get a
Thanks,
proper
man.
chip.
But you have to get a proper chip as well, though.
Get a proper one.
That's a
Yeah,
big
that's
one.
a proper one.
Oh, fucking hell.
You're brilliant. You are.
Yeah. Put that back in there, Gary.
Get a big one then.
Dom,
Do the
get
challenge properly.
Oh man, this is gonna be bad, man.
me one out, man.
You've already been through bad.
Hurry up. That's it. That's fine. Go on.
All right, R.I.P. man.
I hate this so much, bro.
I mean, the worst thing is I'm actually R.I.P. Which
no.
I'm,
Folded, it's double the
Okay, no, that's cool. No, that's cool. Let's go. Let's go.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
Cheers. What? No, man, these are nice, man. Do you want some more? Yeah.
Yo, very nice chip. Hot.
No, I actually think they're all right, man.
That's coming.
I mean,
now.
even for my standard, they're all right.
I think it's a bit hot.
You think it's a bit hot?
Man's hot, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's nice.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
I'm
not going to come in like the last one.
Yeah, I'm worried about it coming. I'm waiting for it. This is how it felt the first time.
That's going to be the hottest.
These ones, I would say, these ones are obviously slightly hotter than the chili ones, whatever they're called.
They're still spicy.
The red packet, of Doritos.
They're way hotter than that, yeah. Not the heat wave.
They're way hotter than that.
They're way hotter.
You think they're way hotter?
Yeah, way hotter.
Really?
Heat waves are nothing. That's
I mean,
like,
I
you know
think-
what?
I think
If it
these are-
stays like
Yeah,
this,
that's all it is. I can tell.
I think these are slightly hotter. I don't think these are that.
you know
much
what?
way hotter.
I recommend them. You know, with a dip. I think they're good.
With a sour and cream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sour cream dip.
sour cream dip.
They're
mean,
nice, man.
I mean, now I've swallowed it. What?
I'm just scared it's gonna get hotter. It's not gonna get hotter, is it? No.
Pardon?
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what though, 100 times less than that one there.
Oh, God, yeah.
That one there. Oh wow. It's still spicy. I can feel the spice in my mouth.
They are spicy. Yeah, I agree.
One's ghost peppers. Because you can taste it, that same flavour. You get the impression that you're going to get that heat afterwards, especially after that chip though.
Yeah, you know what? The initial flavour is the same.
It's similar flavour.
And then,
Yeah.
but the difference is,
it just doesn't get hot.
the
and
difference
hot and
is
hot.
that one, you feel this at the beginning, and then the one chip just goes whoosh.
Like it's almost like, say for instance,
No, it just intensifies.
but it's worse than that at the beginning.
Yeah, it is. As soon as you put it in your mouth, you know, but its flavours similar.
Yeah, the flavour is because it's ghost chili.
This is ghost pepper, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not too bad, to be honest.
With a cool dip, I'd love that. Yeah. I'd dip that right now in a cool dip.
Yeah, but
I'm actually quite hungry. All right. So we'll catch you next time. Hopefully, we'll do it weekly from now on. You know, we'll catch you next week when Arsenal have lost the Premier League. We'll catch you when Chelsea are back in 14th place, and we'll catch you when Man United are still Man United. All right. Prediction: Tank. You said Garcia. Who did you say?
I'd say probably Tank.
Tank. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the flip side, guys.
Take care,
Mongrelz
guys.
out.